Ever since he retired, the prospect of Makunoichi Ippo's comeback has been on our minds, and his training routine has always been something that Morikawa has teased us with. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. But yeah, let's jump into it. The entire sequence before his retirement with the interactions with Alfredo, who, in my opinion, he was the one that broke Ippo. Like, we saw it, we had a whole video on that, but like, Alfredo's fight versus Ippo was the one that had the chance, or rather was the turning point in Ippo's career. Because before that, yeah, all his fights were high diff, especially with the one with Wally, where his coach even warned Kamogawa that the way his movement with Ippo was kind of dodgy, like things could go wrong. But his fight with Alfredo, that was the one that broke him. Ippo was no longer the same after that, and he was forced to retire in his next fight after that. And in his retirement, it's been long, grueling, like it's sad, it was devastating, especially early on in the retirement where he was like cleaning up, he left the gym, things were not looking Ippo like you just felt sad and hollow. But then he started slowly getting back into it, and in my opinion, when he got his new students, like the 2 students, that was when Ippo had like kind of like a comeback situation, and like you could see the turn in his mental gears, because now he has kids that he has to take care of. But like despite all of that, he kept on with his training. Like even though he was retired, he was training like a professional athlete, and so he didn't really lose his step. And with each progressing day as he was training his other athletes, like even Kimura, he was learning new skill set, and he was building up his skill repertoire. It was no longer just the Dempsey roll and the gazelle punch. There's a lot more now in his arsenal. By training with outboxers and inboxers, now he could see the philosophy of the sport, and he learned better defense, counter punching, and even his mental toughness like took a step forward, because now he saw the sport for what it was. It was no longer just him viewing it from his point of view as Ippo Makunoichi, but as Ippo Makunoichi, the coach, he could see it from the point of view of other boxers, because he had to learn new skill set to help his boxers. And we knew he was training. We knew that things were progressing slowly, but like things were progressing. But it came to our mind when he had his first spar with Sendo back, I think that was in the Mexico arc. That was good. And we thought, oh, hold up, what's going on here? Like, is there something? And even them, they thought about it. But the place that everybody had to take a step back was the Vogue, like the Vogue spar. When Vogue had like his title defense, as well as also Wally, and Ippo sparred with Vogue. And he was holding his own against the world champion. Like, he was going pound for pound, blow for blow with the world champion. So it made you think, how close is he with the current elites of the world? Like, I think he's not too far behind. Like, his training hasn't gone down. So like, in terms of training, he's not that far behind, but maybe mental fortitude wise, he needs a little bit of work. And that's what began the gears in my head thinking. 1, how close is he? And 2, also, what is required for him to make the comeback? Because he can't just up and like get back into it, because there's a number of things that need to happen for him to come back. 1 being a significant part of it, especially with the situation with Kumi Mashiba. Like Kumi's situation, because she was the one that he promised that he was going to retire after if he lost that fight versus Guevara. And after he lost that fight, he retired, true to his word. But now things have changed. 1, she's more against boxing than ever before with the situation with her brother. And 2, also Ippo, especially after seeing what happened with Mashiba. Also, like, spoiler, no spoiler, I feel like Sendo is not going to make it. I feel like Ricardo is going to... Some people, I saw in the comments, some people are saying that Ricardo is going to kill Sendo. But I don't think it's going to be that horrible. But I think Sendo is done as a boxer. His career as a boxer, I think, after his fight with Ricardo, at the very least, is done. And to a certain degree, I think that's what's going to trigger Ippo to make the comeback. But even with all that being said, you have to think about his perspective. Like, how does he tell his mom, Kumi, how does he tell them, yo guys, I'm planning to make a comeback? His mom aside, like, I understand his mom's perspective, and like, she's a very supportive mother, but especially with Kumi Mashiba, because now she is devastated, and like, she has seen how much boxing is taken away from her. So for him to go like, oh, you know, forget all that, I know your brother is basically done, like, not even just as a boxer, but in his life, he's basically done, but I want to become a boxer again. I think it will be a crazy thing to say, even to convince the coach also. Because even though the coach has seen him in the Kamogawa gym, like training and doing all of that, like, it's nice to have him around, but not enough that I think the coach would jump at the opportunity that, yo, all right, lace up, let's go in. Because I feel like the coach really worries about Ippo, not just as a boxer, but almost as a son. So it'll be tough to convince the coach also to like get back into the ring with him. I think these are 2 major factors in my opinion that are holding Ippo back. Like, even with all that being said, like Mashiba and Sendo, whatever happens with them, I think those two factors will play a significant role in how he makes the comeback, as well as also I want to see how Morikawa shapes it, because he has to kind of, I guess, convince them. Well, I've seen crazy theories. I saw someone that saying coach would die, Takamura would start doing drugs, and then now they will start an underground boxing gym. I think that's insane, but it's gonna make for crazy content. But yeah, if he does make a comeback, it's gonna be crazy, because like he has overcome his limits. He's also like learned new skills, and the inspirational journey of it all, and like the hard work he has put in to get back to where he is. It's gonna be absolutely insane. So I can't wait to see it. If you have any theories or thoughts on when you think Ippo's going to make a comeback and how he's going to make the comeback, let us know down below in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs up.